if you got mock headline, is this Clayton Kershaw related, Fritzy?
Yeah, he pitched a no-hitter. It was
Yeah.
screaming for me to write a few mock headlines, as bad or good as they are.
Okay, so if you were the headline writer at the LA Times,
Yes.
all right. This always goes bad. All right.
Let's not hype it up too
Okay,
much.
but
because then it'll-
all right, go ahead.
Okay, here we
go
go.
ahead.
LA Times headlines. Hip hip hooklay. Hip hip hooklay for Clayton Kershaw. A Kershaw thing. A Kershaw thing. Just the Koufax. Comparisons to Sandy are accurate. Sandy Koufax. Just the Koufax. 22 caliber. Kershaw shoots down Rocky's bats. He wears number 22. 22 caliber.
All righty.
Hip hip hooklay. Moving on. I knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
Because it's not dirty enough.
Just because I didn't laugh, the other Danettes didn't laugh either.
Because you're ganging up on me.
They can laugh. They're free to laugh.
They're controlling their
There's freedom of laugh
they're
in here.
hysterical inside.
Freedom of speech, freedom of laugh. Yes, Eden.
Is there any chance that those just weren't funny?
There's always a chance.
McLovin?
I'm not a big pun guy. I've never been a huge mock headline guy anyway.
Okay.
Wow.
Should-
Now it comes out. Sitting next to this
All
guy.
of a sudden,
all this
everybody,
time.
I open the door and it's just a free-for-all.
Should we stop with Fritzy's mock headlines?
Oh, I love when we make fun of them, though.
Okay. But here's the problem, that he's a wounded animal. He's like a fawn that's been wounded. Whenever he does this and then we don't laugh, then the rest of the day, he's sad.
No, I'll come back with a vengeance. I have to toughen up. It'll be like, that like players have that chip on their shoulder. No one thought he can do it. Everyone put him down. He got drafted last. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to show everybody. So the next ones will be stronger.
Fritzy, you want to try it one more time?
Mock headlines, Clayton Kershaw, no-hitter last night. Hip, hip, hooklay. See, I don't know if I like the fake one.
Well, this is what happens on those sitcoms.
I know.
And
what
you have the
happens.
audience, the laugh track.
A Kershaw thing. I'm killing it right now. Just the Koufax.
Get out of
Comparisons to Sandy are accurate.
Koufax, I got it.
22 caliber. Kershaw shoots down Rocky's bat.
Yeah, his number's 22. Yes. Yeah, I love it. Killing it.
I don't like what you guys are
Killing
doing.
it.
I don't like this.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't. I'd rather have the silence. I'm uncomfortable by the fake laughing. And I can't believe McLovin, after all this time together, it's like, I'm not really a pun guy. I never really got the whole mock headlines thing. This is what he's saying today.
You sit
I've been sitting
next
with him
to
for
him
years.
for the
My
last,
knee touches his knee for 2/3 of the show.
the last 6 years you sat next to
And that's like
him.
my thing. One of my things is the mock headline. We all have, I think, 5 good second, whatever, start of the day. And I do mock headlines, and I take a lot of pride in it. And this is what he does.
This is
I never
actually-
really liked that, ever, the mock headline.
Since I'm sitting in Paulie's chair, can I be really mean? When we first, I sat in on a meeting when you were first talking to Sports Illustrated about what parts of the show, and you went through everything at the end, and you go, and also, one of the producers writes really funny mock headlines. I'm like, oh, wow, that ought to be a gas.
Yeah.
That's rude. I couldn't even dream of saying that whole against the grain thing. I don't get that. You purposely say the opposite than what everyone really feels, or sometimes you say what you don't feel, but you feel. I don't know. What is that?
This is why.
It's just a lot of hatred. It's just we're
It's
supposed to
not
bond.
hatred.
We're supposed to have beer and wings, and let's get together. Let's play pool.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
I do. I just feel like
But I'm honest with you on your mock headlines.
it gets a little vicious towards me. And if we're throwing all the cards on the table, it gets pretty mean in my direction. Last number of months.
You think we've done this?
I don't think
on
you guys get
purpose?
together and privately and go, let's rip on Fritzy. But I definitely take my share of shots.
Here's my problem.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you.
It is your show.
You spend all of the time on mock headlines and very little time on the rest of the show. That's where I'm bothered by it.
I can see between mock headlines and looking for pictures of scantily clad women. There's very little time for research, booking guests, and
Yes.
contributing to the show with actual content.
I'm all for let's have fun after we've worked hard. I am.
You're right.
Okay?
I do. My mind will tend to wander, and I will look at like Brazilian women
Yes.
nude or.
What's the problem, Seton?
Contributing with actual content.
Well, he doesn't.
And then, but when I attempt to contribute, then it's Captain Obvious. So I already said that. You
But you
verbatim.
are
You
Captain.
paraphrased what this
you-
guy said.
You are Captain Obvious.
Okay, so that makes me lose confidence, and I get timid about opening my mouth because it's like that. You give me the you give me the thing that I can't stand. The thank you, Fritzy. What is that about?
Well, it's It's to say, do better than that. That's really what that's.
So it's just a
saying.
push. It's just a motivational lift.
Yeah, and when I say you're Captain Obvious, it's so you'll understand what was obvious to learn from it, to then go back and try to look at something different from a different angle.
And then I do the ask, answer, ask thing. But when you drop the thank you, Fritzy, which you do now regularly.
Well, you raise your hand. People should know on radio that if you're listening on radio, Fritzy will put his hand up, and it's as if he's pump faking. So he'll put his hand up.
Because you guys got me second guessing myself. I'm saying it over and over again in my own head before I say it out loud. I'm going to get ripped for this. I'm going to get ripped for this. They're going to make fun of me again. Why should I bother? No, I'm going to say something. Nah, maybe I should. Nah, you know what? I'm going to say that. I lost the moment. I forget it. Maybe. Dan already just said it. I'm paraphrasing.
But then
and that's the up and down thing.
I feel like I have to go to. There's a charitable feel to it when I go, yeah, Fritzy.
I don't want charity. But thank you, Fritzy, is another way of saying that was a total waste of time.
It
Moving
was.
On. That's what thank you, Fritzy means, basically.
Yes.
Why did you just say that out loud?
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know. It's just so dismissive and cold, and even though 99% of the time you're right, I'm just having trouble with the thank you, Fritzy. Very dismissive.
All right. Thank you, Fritzy.
It's rude. Well, I'm just going to throw it out there. Be mad at me. It's very rude.